Hello and welcome to Dragonweek here on Goblins and Gremlins. I am Hob the Hobgoblin, and I am excited for what we have for you today. Dragonweek is a special event hosted by Pointy Hat and Ginny D. Just yesterday I released a video all about a draconic barbarian who turns himself into a dragon and uses his rage as this primal draconic ancient fury. Today we have something a little bit different, a different kind of subclass, and a different kind of paladin altogether. Today I will be talking to you all about the new paladin subclass I have made called the Oath of Scales. Let's hit the intro and then get into it.
Where's my D20? Gobbo!
Worth it.
Some people fear dragons, but for this paladin, you are a worshipper of a dragon. You are a devout follower of an ancient dragon, and you have made an oath to serve them till your dying breath. Now you may ask yourself, what does following a dragon even entail? What would they want you to do? Why would they give your paladin all these powers? Well, it's quite simple. Every dragon wants to build a horde.
I do work with the worst of the hoarders, and he certainly does qualify as one of the worst I've ever seen.
And you are going to build a horde as well. The 4 tenets of this paladin oath are: first, build your horde. You must gather and amass a mighty horde to make all mortals jealous. Travel the land, adding to your horde. Second, boast of your horde. Why gather all these items if you don't brag and boast of your splendor? Everyone should hear the wonder you are collecting. Third is to protect your horde. You must defend your horde at any cost, even your own life. However, even a dragon understands the difference between when they are losing a part of their horde and when they're just lending it to a worthy protector. You know very well that you can't do this alone, so think and adapt to protect your horde the best you can. And the 4th one is fear only your master. These paladins charge bravely into the world, not backing down from any challenge or threat, because you know true fear. And you know that fear is met in failing to bring your horde one day to your master. Now, these are all cool tenets, and it sounds cool on paper, but what does it even mean? Altogether, a horde for a dragon can be many things. From previous Pointy Hat videos, not all dragons just hoard golds and stockpiles of magic items. That could be your treasure, if you want it to be. A horde for this paladin too could also be a group of very powerful adventurers that you help to build up and grow stronger with, so that one day they can also worship the dragon that you worship, so that you can add them to the horde, because this dragon that you are following doesn't have to be an evil one who just wants to collect all things mortals covet. These paladins excel at protection and keeping those around them safe, while also being tyrants of whatever element you choose to take on. Also, just a side note, if you do choose that your party is your horde with the whole boast about your horde thing, it would be really funny if you were just like that super proud mom who keeps talking about how, "Oh, my little rogue over here, he's so cute. Oh, I just love him so much. He's the best at fighting. He's the best in the whole land." Like, just go for it. Just go as like the parent of the group and just keep embarrassing your whole party. But don't do it to be a problem player. Just do it for fun. So, right at 3rd level, whenever you decide to take your oath, you get to choose what dragon it was that you made this oath to. Or, based on the story, if you are already going and starting from level 1, whoever the dragon happens to be. The main thing that is important is the element type of the dragon. So, a silver dragon will have ice, blue dragon lightning, black dragon acid, green dragon poison, gold or red is fire. So on, I'm not going to list every single dragon. But with this, it then brings you to your Oath spell list, which all paladins gain the base dragon spells, with Thaumaturgy as a cantrip and Disguise Self as a first level spell. Then at 5th level you get Alter Self to give you a possible swim speed or change yourself to get some primal natural weapons. At 9th level you gain the spell Fly, 13th level Freedom of Movement, and 17th level Seeming, so that you can pull off the full effect of disguising your whole party and walking as powerful beings among a crowd of completely mundane people. Then each element has its own spell list. So based on the element you choose, you'll get a completely different spell list and completely different options for your character, making this a very versatile paladin. At 3rd level, you also get 2 channel divinity options, the first being Draconian Wings. As a bonus action on your turn lasting 1 minute and costing 1 use of your channel divinity, you sprout large draconic wings from your back, giving you a hover speed equal to your walking speed. While hovering, these make you immune to opportunity attacks, difficult terrain, and effects that would move you against your will. Because this is a hover speed, it does mean that you can't take to the sky just yet, but that's why you have the 9th level Fly spell. The other option is Dragon's Champion. As a bonus action on your turn lasting 1 minute, choose a number of creatures equal to your Charisma modifier, which it can include yourself, within 60 feet of you. The creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your Charisma modifier at the start of each of their turns. When the minute ends, the target loses any remaining temporary hit points from this ability. This may sound familiar because this is the Heroism spell, but you are upcasting it quite a few levels based on whatever your Charisma modifier is, and this does not require concentration, which is even better for you. At 7th level, you get an added effect to your aura, Elemental Shield. Draconian Magic lies so heavily upon you that it forms a powerful ward infusing your protective aura. Magical dragon-like scales made from elements themselves cover those within the range of your aura. You and your allies now have resistance to your chosen dragon's element, as well as immunity to any damaging or harmful effects from your own spells or abilities. With this, if you are playing the fire element and you want to cast Fireball centered on yourself, you and your allies are completely fine. It makes it so you don't have to worry about using those AoE effects when everyone's right around you. We then get to the 15th level feature, From Land to Lair. As an action, you manipulate the world around you, turning all terrain within a 60-foot radius of you into your own personal lair. You can choose who is and is not affected by your lair. You can do this once per long rest, and the lair lasts for 10 minutes. However, do keep in mind that the damage from this lair that it does to the environment can last up to 1 week in the world before the land slowly starts to heal. Each element has a different lair. Fire causes a hellish landscape as you erupt lava from your fingertips into the earth. Then as reactions on each of your turns, you can cause erupting earth and magma to shoot up, hitting all creatures in a 10-foot radius within the lair. Ice causes you to exhale this massive frost breath over the whole ground, turning it into difficult terrain, as a blizzard forms over you, making the area around you heavily obscured to all enemies, but you can see clearly through this fog. This cold, warping blizzard that forms around you with its harsh winds and razor-sharp cold also cuts movement speed by all enemies by 10 feet. For lightning-based paladins, you are creating this giant raging storm cloud in the sky, which on each of your turns you can cause lightning bolts to form and strike down, hitting all enemies within 5 feet of a point you choose. To call this lightning, all it takes is a replacement of one of your attacks or your bonus actions, so you get to choose which one you want to do on each turn. With the acid element, you concentrate pure magic into your palms as a cloud of swirling yellow acid then blasts up into the sky 200 feet above you as acid rain starts to wear down on your enemies, tearing their flesh apart. All creatures in this area are taking your charisma modifier in damage at the start of each of their turns or if they enter the rain. All creatures in the area must make a con saving throw at the start of their turn or their physical form starts to deteriorate. This physical deterioration makes it so now they have disadvantage on strength, dex, and con saving throws until their next long rest or until they heal themselves back to full health. Finally, we get to poison. You exhale a billowing plume of poisonous gas, making a thick cloud of green, heavily obscuring gas within the area. All creatures in the area must make a con saving throw at the start of their turn, and on a failed save, they take 2d6 plus your charisma modifier in poison damage. They are also under the poison condition. On a successful save, they take half damage and are not poisoned, though. The main added benefit to this is the wide-scale fog. This poisonous fog is a heavily obscured area that you and all of your allies can see clearly in, making your team essentially all turn invisible while they are in this lair. Finally, we get to the 20th level feature. The main thing that I feel like as a D&D player, and I know a lot of other D&D players feel this way too, that you want to do with your character is turn into a dragon. So that's what I decided to do with the 20th level feature, True Form. Once per day you can cast Shape Change on yourself, turning yourself into an adult dragon version of your master. When you use this feature, for you it does not require concentration, making it where you can still upkeep all of your paladin spells and abilities while you do this. So, use this subclass if you want to become a champion of dragons. Or you can use this subclass if you want your paladin to go from just a holy warrior to an elemental warrior, who deals specialized damage and crazy effects that they can use to change the battlefield in their party's favor. Also, in honor of Pointy Hat, all of the Dragonweek subclasses and materials are going to be listed in the description below every video, completely free. I want everyone to have access to use these things. Tell me what you think of them, try them out, let me know if they're good or bad, let me know what needs to change. I just want it to all be out there, because I fully believe that D&D should be a fun and free game, and the community should all come together to work and make cool, creative ideas. Altogether, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and let's get to the outro. Hopefully this gave you ideas for some homebrew to throw into your game. If you have any ideas or homebrew that you have made, throw it into the comments below and we will give you our thoughts. Or if you want to actively communicate with us goblins and build homebrew with us, join our Discord with the link below. If you have enjoyed today's video, please like, comment, ring that bell, and subscribe. It would help us greatly to slay the monster known as
The algorithm!
Thank you for your time from all of us here at Goblins and Gremlins.